Hi everyone, here's what's bothering me today. So, the news out of Bessemer, Alabama is of course not news anyone in the labor movement wanted to hear. So far, it seems that workers there at the Amazon Fulfillment Center have resoundingly rejected the idea of unionizing. So, where do we go from here? And what is the good that we can take away from this? I made a video a while back, and I'll try and find it and put it in the description down below and put a link in like annotations or whatever. But it was a video about how you're going to have to find something that drives you, that you're going to be able to keep up a fight for basically the rest of your life. And you're also going to learn to get very comfortable with losing and with setbacks, because especially as a leftist, that's going to happen a lot. But there's still ways of being hopeful and finding energy to move forward. And so if there's anything to take away from this push, it provides a template for what to do moving forward and what to expect from either Amazon or any other company. The level of egregious offenses that Amazon pulled against this unionization push, which again I talked about I think in yesterday's video. We saw them pressuring the city to change traffic lights. They were trying to pay off employees by getting them to quit. We'll pay you to quit and not vote. Manipulating the United States Postal Service for drop boxes, especially while they were still trying to convince people to vote no. The sheer amount of propaganda that they pushed out. So in that sense, one could say it's good because they're scared and they have every right to be. So that gives us an example of what to expect moving forward. Expect more of that propaganda, more undermining of government services and municipal governments. So how do we fight back against that? Well, for starters, one thing is to get more involved in municipal politics. Look at who your representatives are, and if they're not actually supporting the people in local communities, change that by changing the person in office. Additionally, we can look at how their propaganda campaign is very effective by just constantly hammering those points. Kind of do the flip side, do some leftist propaganda like unions will secure you paid vacations and paid sick days. And even if you can't fully guarantee that, the idea is generally to basically use the right-wing tactics against them of just blatant oversimplifications, making straw men, and just really putting the fear into people, but showing them here's how we can address that. And this is why it's a good thing, actually. Do stuff like that. It's also prudent to remember that now that we know what they're going to throw at us, this can give lots of people in different corners of the country or the developed world in general. It can give lots of people an idea for how they want to move forward if they decide to push for unionization at their workplaces, whether it's Amazon, Walmart, SpaceX, whatever it is. This gives an idea for, okay, this is what they're going to throw at us. So round table, everybody. How do we, address that or challenge that when we no doubt have to face it? So in that sense, this is a good thing. It is still unfortunate that the people at this warehouse in Bessemer, Alabama, voted against unionization. It shows that there's a lot of work to do, but at the same time, it's a step in the right direction. We've seen how absolutely scared Amazon was of this one potential warehouse rising up and unionizing. Imagine what happens for the rest of them. And now we have a much better idea of what to expect moving forward. There's always hope. You just have to know how to find it and know how to see it. But still, it stings. It does sting that workers voted against their own best interests, but I do understand, right? You got a job. Everything is just so full of pressure these days. You're under so much pressure to perform and get jobs, especially during a pandemic. You have bills to pay because there's no social support network. I get it. I really do. But the fact that workers didn't vote and help spur the necessary progressive change in today's economy for the working class. That's what's bothering me today.